Who's new to this is my old personal training manager, but now turned just true mentor. One of the one of the greatest men I've had the opportunity to actually meet, spend time with, and get to learn about. Um, and so his mindset's really been impacting me and been helping me on my 100-day journey. And I haven't been doing the best, but he's definitely been holding me more accountable and making sure that I'm getting what I need done. So I'm just very excited to have this conversation.
Dang, well, that's one hell of an introduction. So,
Hey,
yeah,
you're a
I
great
like the way
man.
that.
Yeah, and I mean that's how I already trained, like bouncing through phase to phase. So being able to scale up in that type of way would actually be extremely smart. Because like I've even been thinking about getting a True Fit membership just so I can go play basketball. Because I don't have many places I could go run and actually jump around in. Because even like the back room, the hit zone at Crunch is a little bit too condensed, I guess I'll just
Yeah,
say. So I definitely think it'll work. There's just so many different avenues and ways to make it happen.
that's what it is. I think everyone like it's easy to get lost in all the roads. Like, oh, well, you can do this and this and this and this and this, and I'm like, okay, we can map all that out. That's what I like about what you do. Is like I've seen you with either like things like Notion, just the way that you journal, like the way that you're able to capture the things that you're thinking. I think that's fantastic. That's what it is that I need. What I'm on the other end looking at is like, okay, if this is the big road that we're on, the mountain that we're climbing, I want to be the best at being able to look at the step that I'm on and the very next step. And that's it. The first step will be this class, the next one will be the next one. I have that. And then in the background, there will always be the at-home option. There's
Yeah.
always going to be just this simple way that you can invest a small amount of money that is going to help further a cause. And on the other end, you are going to get a roadmap to do exactly what it is that you need to do without having to pay a monthly fee for it, unless you want us to continue to give you something, which
Yeah.
we totally would. But you can just, hey, I'm going to get this. I can try to take care of myself, see what I do well, see what I might need help on. So that way, if you do want to join the community after that in person and do something, you're like, hey, this is what I've learned about myself. I'm good at this. I'm not good at this. So I need to focus more on this side over here. Cool. Now we're not wasting your time. But if I can I want to look at step one and step two, and then I need people who says, okay, well, here's maybe a grander vision that we might be going to. Or here's 3 or 4 different ways we might be able to get there, and then we can whittle it down to the one that we think is the best.
Yeah.
So that's the goal.
And so, like, what's the offer you're putting out? Because I guess I'll put it in terms of what I'm looking to do, but how I'm trying to play this a little bit. Oh, those are in the wrong spot. Uh, but how I'm kind of trying to play this game is one, figure out a simple baseline offer, kind of like the take home thing where it's like $50 for simple baseline template to a workout where it's like do some body squats, do some sit ups, do some push ups. And then we can teach you different ways to stretch to increase your mobility, do some cardio. But then one thing I'm looking at for the Bluff specifically, or just the wealthier parts of town, is some type of offer to actually just pretty much take people through calisthenics workouts, but do it while they're at home. So, I mean, higher fee, but that comes with the luxury of them being able to stay home, have a personal trainer come to them, train them there, and then build out from there as well. And so I've been trying to play with my offer. And so where's your heart kind of sitting on that?
So this is what I would say. Like this is, and the more people that I sit and talk to, the more I can see the path get clearer and clearer. My initial offer is to say, hey, 2 days a week, I'd like to take an hour of your time, and I'm going to put you through full body movements. We're going to do it as a class. Depending on how many people are in that class, like if there's 10 people in the class, hey, I'll run it. If we have 20 people who can double that, then it'll be me and another trainer for that. And then that hour, twice a week, is yours. It's what you're saying. It's non-negotiable. This is who I am. This is what I'm going to do. For you can't make it one time, that's great. Friday we'll do a makeup time for that hour. And then charging, I would say about $200 when you first come in for the first 6 weeks that you're building. That way, that gets us the initial chance to. It's $150 for the class, the weeks, and $50 for us to build the workouts and build your nutrition plan. And I'll give you guided supplements because it's one of the things that One of the things that I took a little bit of issue with is just pushing supplements on people when they, I mean, not everybody needs everything.
Yeah.
I was able to get myself in shape and I took zero supplements. I take supplements now. Uh, but while I was getting healthy, I was like, I don't need all of this.
Yeah.
Right now, I just need to change my lifestyle. So building things that might be comprehensive for people and just saying, hey, this is a guide. All of it is something you can do. Here's the workouts. This is how we move our body. This is how we eat. If you want these extras, I'm going to build them on there so you know what they are. But also so you don't just walk into a place and somebody starts trying to sell you a thermogenic or a fat burner, or some things that you may not really need or at that point in your fitness journey.
Yeah.
So it'd be $200 for that first 6 weeks, and I'm going to help keep track of your journey. And then after that, if you want to stay on, then we'll cut that $50 out, unless you want us just to keep building your nutrition for you, like change it up every month, change your macros. But even then, I could show people how to do that.
Yeah.
And then at that point, we can scale it back depending on how many times you're trying to come in. You can do 150 or 180, depending on how many days you want to do. And you will just do that month to month. But you'll have that community around you. And then once we hit that capacity, we'll open up another hour. Or if we have enough people who want to do 2 different time slots, then we can look at setting up 2 different classes. But I want to make sure that the community is what's built first.
Yeah.
And then on the outside of that, it would be the $50 meal plans that comes with, initially it's going to come with 6 weeks of what your diet should look like, 6 weeks of what your workouts should look like, and what supplements would probably benefit you the most at that time.
Yeah.
So there and why, like they'll have comprehensive explanations on what supplements are, what they are, what they do for you, why you in particularly should take them, and so they can just go through, and then I can teach them the tools. Like if people are like, hey, I just want to do this, if you can walk me through the process one time. I floated the idea like on Saturdays, like doing a class for some people are like, I just want to pay you a one-time fee, but I want you to show me how you're doing all of this.
Yeah.
So that if I move, because we're a military, we're a college town, we're a place where people come in and out. I want you to just come and show me how I can do this so that when I'm doing this, no matter where I go, I can set this up for myself.
Yeah.
If you want me to do it for you, you want one of the trainers to do it for you, great. We'll do it for you forever. If you want to be able to swim on your own, we'll teach you how to do that. Just in the hopes that you're just saying, okay, cool, because there is the process and there is the community. If you just want to pay for the process, we can do that. But our hope is you're going to see the community and be like, I got to be a part of something. Might as well be a part of this for a pretty reasonable price too. I mean, even $200 is to come in, to have the help to reset, to go from a place where like I don't move at all to all of a sudden have put a small bet on myself, and it took 6 weeks of my life, because in 6 weeks you can go from being like sore and I don't know what to do, and to like, oh man, I feel great now, I've got energy, it doesn't hurt my body to move anymore, my joints are good, I feel good. It doesn't take the rest of your life. It doesn't take years, doesn't take months. I can take 6 weeks and I can get you back to feeling competent and mobile again. And then outside of that, if you want to stay part of the community, cool. So introductory, that's what we're looking for. 20 people, $200 for 6 weeks worth of classes and the meal plan. And then if you can't do all of that, then we can do the meal plan on the outside. Starting with that small foundation, bring in talent, and then after that, we can build outside of that. And then if you ever want to do one-on-one personal training, that's what it is. That's my benefit now of knowing so many trainers. I'm like, okay, if I'm running this and running that, but people are saying, no, I just need the one-on-one. Right now, I don't feel comfortable around people. I just need it. Cool, I got you. You need the in-home option? I have a trainer that goes, that's what he does, that's what she does. They go to people's homes. That's what I'm saying. Or if you have somebody, I need the place to work out, the privacy, where I don't have to worry about how I look being around me. Okay, cool, I got you. I have a trainer that can come and meet you. And then we can help trainers coming in who are competent in the training aspect, maybe they're not like the communication aspect, putting themselves out there. We can bring trainers in and we can help build them. We can help them integrate them into the community. That's my goal, a gym that's for trainers, so that those trainers, if you build the trainers will be able to build the community because they're going to care about it. And ultimately, that's my goal, is to build a great community through competent people. And that offer is what I hope does it.
And I can see it. Um, Man, there's so much that can be done with that, especially with the facility on hand, having the facility, the equipment, and the people around. puts you in such a good position because one thing I was going to say earlier is part of the thing you said you're struggling with innocence and needing to turn your back to the audience for to be that conductor is simply like that aspect of failing. But it's like I have no doubt in my mind that you'll fill up that first 20 class spot. But my thing is, if you put one class together and only 5 people show up, technically that would be a failure. But by time, especially if you really dive deep, appreciate the fact that just 5 people showed up. And next time you ask each of them to just bring one friend with them, like even if it's completely for free to get 10 people in there, it'll be technically a failure because you didn't reach that 20-point benchmark just because that's that initial goal you're setting up. But in terms of moving forward, that failure was a learning lesson and a stepping stone. That's part of the biggest thing I've been struggling with lately is actually I've been doing well with, I should say, because I've been changing my mind frame around failure where it's like if you set out a goal and you set out a mark to try and hit and you don't hit it, it's not necessarily a bad thing. That just means you haven't put all the pieces together. And so accepting that not reaching the initial goal set out would be exactly what you need because it tells you, okay, maybe my wording on this is incorrect, or maybe the way I approach having this conversation to get people in the door may not be correct. It's kind of like with Crunch Ones and me trying to make those initial sales and just getting no after no after no. I say all that to say your offer is great. I know it'll work. I don't know how many people you've reached out to yet. I don't know how many people are on that wait list. But in terms of this journey going forward, if per se only 5 people show up to day one, don't take that as a hit. Just
I
be as
don't.
grateful as
I will tell
possible.
you that the mindset. What you were saying, I think there's a bit of a language gap in the way that we're saying this. Is like when you say like when I say 20 people, that's not a goal of mine. That's just a mile marker.
Yeah.
That's just saying, okay, once you hit this number, then you move to the next thing. If one person showed up to that class and I genuinely said, hey, I can, because I can, I'm confident in my abilities. I'm like, if I can get you healthier, if I can get your habits moving, then to me, I'm like, there's no failure in that. That I've succeeded while another human being on this planet is going to have quality years for themselves, for their families, for their life and their dreams and their journey. Like, there's no way I could look at that as a failure. Hitting arbitrary numbers to me, I'm like, 20 is just saying, okay, once we hit here, then I would like to be able to give the proper attention to all the people, so we'll just open up something else. But I don't define myself like by my successes and failures by those mile markers. They're just mile markers. I learned that by, I mean, he's super controversial. Some people love him, some people hate him, but like Elon Musk, because they would ask him about, hey, when is uh, this next model of your car going to come out, or this next piece of technology you're going to come out? And he'll say, I think by the end of this year. Give us about 6 more months. And then 3 years later, it finally comes out. And they're like, you were wrong on the timetables. He was like, yeah, it was just, I thought that's what was going to happen. And then this happened and this happened. But we got it done because he didn't believe in the timetable. He believed in the mission. And once I heard that, and I mean, this guy, love him or hate him, I mean, the guy is the most successful man on the planet in creating the visions that he sees. I don't even care about how rich he is. He just has a vision and he sees it through. Mm-hmm. And that's what he says that he does. It's like, okay, cool, 20 people. The 20, telling people, oh, I filled a class of 20 people isn't my goal. Changing 5 or 6 people show up, I'm ecstatic. Because I'm like, those 5 or 6 people probably have 3 to 4 people at home that are watching me. They probably have little boys and little girls, wives, husbands, that are like, Dad, Mom, they're getting healthier. Or this dad works out, I want to do that. Or it becomes a staple in the home to eat healthy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that 6 people probably turns into maybe affecting another 30 lives. And those 30 lives can start to web out. And that's the community that I'm talking about. That is my only goal. My only goal is building a quality community. My ultimate goal. Everything else from there, I can adjust the game plan. And the only way that I fail is if I stop trying to build that community.
Real quick, this is exactly why this man's my mentor. This man's a genius in all of his ways.
I've made more
All of his
mistakes than
ways.
most. That's what it is. I've made enough mistakes to go back and be like, that road is not fulfilling. Even roads where I made money. Even roads where I'm like, hey, I live comfortably. Even roads where I'm like, hey, I walked through a door that now, like, I can take it easy if I want to. But the thing that's inside all of us, like, I'm only here for, I'm hoping 100 years. That's my goal. Uh, and I'm like, even then it's just a, blip in time. So I'm like, if I'm here, I don't want to be comfortable. I want to be meaningful. I want to be purposeful. And so that's it. Make the mistakes, do the things, and then chase what you want. And I see that in you. I mean, when we first sat down and I talked to you when you first came in to talk about being a trainer, I was like, man, this guy's got something different. He's got a thing that you can't coach. We can coach anything. I mean, we can coach any like standards. We can coach behaviors, practices, whatever they want to call it. And I'm like, I can't coach the humanity into the genuine drive and care and curiosity. I can't coach that into you. You just have that. And so that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people like that who have unique human perspectives. Because the more diverse perspectives we have in this community, the bigger this community is going to be able to go. I'm not going to be able to speak the same language to everybody, but some people are going to listen to you better than they listen to me. And so if you're part of the community, now they feel like they belong. That's what I want it to be. I don't want us to all speak the same language. I want us to be able to communicate with each other. I want to celebrate our differences, and I want to use them to build something real. Hopefully you're a part of that, brother.
Hey, I'm thinking it's going to be a good run.
Yeah.
Now, are there any questions you have for me? Because also this video is just getting long. That's going to take up so much storage. I was about to cut that.
Okay.
But no, do you have any questions for me?
What do you think, like, your biggest impact that you're hoping to make on people is?
I just really want to put power in people's hands. Because I guess it's kind of a jaded perspective, but I've never understood how anybody gets so far out of shape. At my most unhealthiest, I was always lighter. I've never really gotten heavier. And at my highest, I want to say I was just under 190. But within the span of a month and a half of finding out I was that heavy, I was back down at like 165. And so for me personally, when it comes to fitness, when it comes to nutrition and diet, it's a very simple process. Eat a little bit less, work out a little bit more, and then how you play with that, whether it's a new diet, eating all low calorie, whatever, or it's actually working out more intense and maintaining how many calories you're eating, there's going to be a tipping point where you're going to get fit and you're going to be as healthy as you want to be. And so showing people that path just so that they have more power in their own life is really the goal. Because I've talked to some friends who became out of shape because that's just how my family is. I have some friends who got in shape because I saw my parents and they were out of shape and they couldn't play with me when I was a kid, so I'll never be that way because I want to be able to play with my kids so they don't feel the way I felt.
Yeah.
And so it's giving people that ability to dictate how they look, because how you look is going to impact how you think about yourself, but also how mobile you are, how healthy you are. All these things impact your self-image. Your self-image impacts how you go about your life. And how you go about your life dictates the world we live in. If every person is extremely fit, extremely content, and have a high level of self-respect, more times than not, most of the people in that community are going to be kind, loving people and try and serve the rest of their community. So if we can get people so fit, so confident, so self-respecting that they feel like I need to go out and help more people get to the point I am, the world will change. And it's like, if we can help them master the physical aspect of that, the mental and spiritual and emotional aspect will follow along. And then we're able to build the world and build a better world just from getting people to come outside and actually turn back into a kid.
Oh,
just
yeah.
play around.
That's it. Man, you hit the nail on the head. Just to get back out and play. Mm-hmm. That is it. Man, I believe what you believe. I mean, we'll have different ways of getting there, but I believe what you believe. So if there's a way for us to work together, let's do it. And if it's just me supporting you from afar too, I'll be anybody's cheerleader who's saying, hey, this is just what I'm trying to do. Great. I'll watch. I'll send people your way. If I see that you're opening up a class, you're opening up your own studios, you're opening up your own, you're trying to clean up your own corner of the world, let me know and I'll spread it to as many people as possible.
100%. I'm right there with you.
Yeah. All right, brother.
Like I said, I think I'm buying into what you're saying. but we have something going on. I know people who need things like this. I already have some of my old clients who are very interested in just making that shift out, and they've been wondering how to make it so that we could still work out together. Um, so I know this path forward will work, can work, and has the potential to be great for everyone involved. And one other thing I did want to show you is I had told you about this already, but this is the workout plan that I had put together in Notion, and it looks a little bit complicated, but for each one of these, oh, whoops, wrong side. For each one of these, you open it up, and then you have your entire workout routine for the day here. You're able to track your sets, reps, weight, all that. And I'm actually going to build out on this and expand a little bit more. But for any person you're trying to like build a workout routine for so that they have it at the touch of their fingers in a system that's far better than DotFit, I already got this built out. There's all the lists of different workouts that are programmed into here. You can easily add to it. Um, and one thing I was thinking about adding is making like an entire person profile. So it's like you integrate within the system. We just copy this template over, fill it in with your information, like this is your current weight, this is your goal, this is whatever. It'll populate a couple things, but then we can go in, alter the workout routines each person has, and we can alter the routine. The fact I'm doing this upside down is actually impressive.
It sure is.
For some reason, the workout routine templates aren't in here, apparently.
I got you. But I see where you're going with it for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
It's being able to utilize.
Yes, ma'am. But you're good. Go ahead. You're good. Here it goes. So it'd be here where like you have the workout routine templates, and this symbol right here shows that it's automatically populating. So if you have a workout routine you want clients to follow for a month, where Monday this is their specific workout, Thursday that's their specific workout, then it's programmed right there, and then you can go into each one of these, edit it so that the template automatically gets altered each time. And I didn't go to the editing section,
Yeah.
but this is already built out and everything. And then I have like, nope, not that one. I have like a meal tracker template as well, but this is so messy. I have to go through and like reorganize everything.
Yeah.
So like this is the diet planner right here, where like you have specific macro goals for the day. You have list of foods and approximations for how many calories it is, whatever. But then also in this bottom area, you can also add things to your shopping cart, and we can even like take some time, but program it to where it's like based on if you're picking up at HEB, Walmart, or whatever, this is how much your entire shopping list is going to cost. So it's like saving people time in that sense.
Yeah.
But
That's something we're doing. Like I'm doing too with people already. We've done it. Like I give them an eating plan, but I give them the exact groceries. I give them the portions and all of that, so that there's literally, I don't want you to have any stumbling blocks. Using this kind of technology, I think is going to be just even further in that. That's what it is. That's why you want to have diverse people around you. Say, hey, here's some things that I built. This is how to do it. Here's a great way to package it. Here's a user-friendly way for people to use it. And so, yeah. And I'm excited to keep taking steps. I'm excited to work with you and people like you, because I think that we can be what it is that we were told we could promise people we could be.
100%.
I think here is the actual opportunity. If we're willing to just day after day grind it out and do it, I believe it can be. It's just a matter of time before it's real. That's it.
I'm excited, man.
Me too, brother. All right.
My legs.
Ooh.